Dock workers at ports along the East Coast are now on strike.
What are we going to do? Shut it down! What are we going to do? Shut it down! What are we going to do? Shut it down! What are we going to do?
This is overnight video of workers picketing in Boston. Their contract expired at midnight.
The 36 ports affected handle roughly half of the country's shipping cargo. Kristen Brunell live at the port of Davisville at Quonset in North Kingstown with the very latest.
Well, good morning, Kate and Patrick. It is unclear right now how this could impact cargo here at Quonset, but we do know over 45,000 workers across the country, all the way from Maine to Texas, began starting on the picket lines earlier this morning, as you saw in that video. Now, they are in strike over wages and automation, which is the use of technology to perform tasks rather than humans. Contract negotiations failed between the ports and members of the International Longshoremen's Association, even though conversations were in the works yesterday. The union initially wanted a 77% pay increase over 6 years, plus a complete ban of automation. The U.S. Maritime Alliance says it offered 50% raises and pledged to keep limits on automation. Now, this strike affects 36 ports and is the first in the union since 1977. It could impact a shortage of goods, including everything from bananas to European beer, wine, furniture, clothing, household goods, and European autos, plus parts needed to keep U.S. factories operating and American workers in those plants on the job. It could also stop U.S. exports now flowing through those ports, which hurts sales for American companies.
What they need to do is pay these men and women a fair wage. They made billions and billions and billions of dollars, okay? All right, billions and billions and billions of dollars, okay? And during COVID, they ripped off the whole industry. They ripped the government off during COVID, okay? Now, we want them to pay back. They're going to pay back.
And the union president says they will continue to strike for as long as it takes to get a fair contract. Reporting live in North Kingstown, Kristen Brunell, 12 News.
Breaking overnight now, tens of thousands of dock workers from New England all the way down to Texas went on strike just after midnight after not reaching a new contract agreement.
Yeah, this could be a big problem. 36 ports affected handle roughly half of the country's shipping cargo. At last check, numerous facilities in New York, New Jersey, Virginia have already shut down operations.
Haven't heard of any local impacts, but Kristen Brunell is live down at the port of Davisville at Quonset in North Kingstown. It's a main port for shipping in our area, but Kristen, any sign of this being impacted yet today?
No, not just yet, Kate and Patrick. We do know that those union workers are very concerned, though, in other states, that their biggest concern is automation. They say that they have a concern about that taking over their job, robots taking over their jobs, rather.
As the last 6 years have demonstrated, automation cannot outperform the skilled men and women of the ILA. Automation of our nation's ports should be a concern for everyone. The truth is, robots do not pay taxes. They do not spend money in their communities.
If it was up to them, they'd like to see automation up and down in every port, all the way down to Houston. Well, that ain't never going to happen with me.
The International Longshoremen's Association is at odds with the U.S. Maritime Alliance, a shipping industry group representing terminal operators and ocean carriers. The union initially wanted a 77% pay increase over 6 years. The alliance says it offered 50% raises. According to the Associated Press, ILA members have a base salary of $81,000 per year, but some can pull in over $200,000 with overtime.
The offers that we had, it didn't work out, and I just told them, so long, goodbye, I'm going with my members. We're always willing to sit down when the right numbers hit.
And the alliance says in addition to a pay raise, it pledged to keep limits on automation in place, but the union workers say that is not enough. They want a pay raise and a complete ban on automation in their contract. Reporting live in North Kingstown this morning, Kristen Brunell, 12 News.